Finally arrived after
Yes.
how many hours of delays?
I think 3 and more. But we usually don't. We are not the posh people that take taxis all the time, but it pays off in Bologna to take a taxi compared to the bus, especially if you have an address or hotel you want to go to.
We are back here in Bologna, but this time with good weather. If you have been following us, our first time here was not planned. We were able to cover a lot of tourist attractions even though it was just a stopover for a few hours. This time, we will try to see what we missed previously. We did not do much on the day we arrived, except having horrible pizza for dinner, but we were pretty stoked about going up the Asinelli Tower the following day. Online, we were able to book a time slot around sunset. To pass the time, we are taking a stroll around the city and will be exploring the old Jewish Ghetto. Although less visited than Florence and Venice, Bologna is also one of the most attractive cities in Italy. It has the largest medieval center of any Italian town except Venice. Many of the streets in the city center still follow the original Roman layout. Measuring 350 acres, the center is rich with monuments of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque examples.
Looking for the directions.
Oh, wait. It told us to go straight. Here.
The former Jewish ghetto lies in the heart of the city's medieval center and still retains its original structure. The Bologna Jews lived here until 1569 when they were expelled for the first time, and then again between 1586 when they were allowed to return and 1593, the year of the final expulsion. The main artery of the ghetto is Via dell'Inferno or Hell Street, onto which a network of other smaller streets open out. After walking around for a couple of hours, we're finally in Piazza di Porta Ravegnana, where the two towers are. We went around the area for a bit to check out the buildings and, of course, to take photos. Thanks to a careful restoration and conservation policy which began at the end of the 1970s, Bologna's historical towers, churches, and lengthy porticos are well preserved. In 2000, it was declared the European Capital of Culture, and in 2006, a UNESCO City of Music, and became part of the Creative Cities Network. In 2021, UNESCO recognized the lengthy porticos of the city as a World Heritage Site. Do note that entry is only available for the Asinelli Tower. The other tower, Garisenda, isn't accessible due to safety concerns because of its steep incline. It is believed that the Asinelli Tower initially had a height of around 70 meters and was raised later to the current 97.2 meters.
Do it a little bit faster.
Finally.
To get to the top, you need to climb up 498 steps, which can be challenging on very hot summer days. The tower has survived at least 2 documented large fires. The first in 1185 due to arson and the second one in 1398. Not only that, severe damage was caused by lightning that often resulted in small fires and collapses. Finally, some risk mitigation in 1824 when a lightning rod was installed. After enjoying the views and sunset, it's time to grab dinner. Our expectations were high as Bologna is also known for its food, hence it's nicknamed one of several, La Grassa or the Fat One. Despite this, we still have not been able to find a good place to eat that we can fully recommend.
Piazza Giuseppe Verdi.
Yeah. This is a plaza.
Yeah.
Piazza Verdi.
The next place to see in our list is the University of Bologna. It also has a network of museums and collections called the Sistema Museale di Ateneo, which is composed of 15 museums, collections, and a digital museum, all belonging to the university. It's not in the top places to visit in the city, but it is the oldest university in continuous operation in the world and the first degree awarding institution of higher learning. Teaching began around 1088, with the university becoming organized as guilds of students by the late 12th century. However, the development of the institution of Bologna into a university was a gradual process. Paul Grendler writes that it's not likely that enough instruction and organization existed to merit the term university before the 1150s, and it might not have happened before the 1180s. With over 90,000 students, it is one of the largest universities in Europe. The university saw the first woman to earn a university degree and teach at a university, Letizia Gozzadini, and the first woman to earn both a doctorate in science and a salaried position as a university professor, Laura Bassi. Along one of the streets that runs through the university buildings, via Zamboni, stands Basilica di San Giacomo Maggiore. The facade is the oldest part of the church with its late Romanesque proportions. The decorations in Istrian stone on the ogival windows in Venetian style were added by Lombardy masters in 1295. This basilica took quite some time to be finished, as it was built starting 1267 and only completed on 1315. The portico, traditionally attributed to Tommaso Filippi, had 36 Corinthian columns. It also gives access to two cloisters, one from the 15th and another from the 16th century. After walking some more, we ended up at Piazza Maggiore where there's a movie screening. We were not aware of it, but apparently this is being held every summer and you can check out the schedule online. On our last day, we spent some time at Biblioteca Salaborsa. Opened in 2001 next to Piazza Maggiore, the library is a rich cultural space inside Palazzo di Accursio, the former historic seat of the city's government. Don't forget to look down as there is an archaeological site which you can see through the crystal floor in the center of the library. And yes, we totally missed that part as we were busy admiring the architecture. Afterwards, we checked out Mercato delle Erbe on our way to the central train station. It's a fruit and vegetable market in the historic center built at the beginning of the 20th century. The building was heavily damaged by the World War II bombings and was reopened after renovation works only in 1949. So that's about it for Bologna. Thanks for watching and see you at the next destination.